Good evening and welcome to a sold-out New Knoxville High School Ranger Gymnasium. Tonight's Midwest basketball contest between the New Bremen Cardinals and the New Knoxville Rangers. I'm Jeff Henson. Alongside me tonight is Greg Burning. And Greg, as I mentioned, a great crowd tonight, sold out for two teams that have somewhat struggled this year. New Bremen comes in with 2 wins, both in the league, but they come back maybe now at full strength finally from some injuries that they occurred throughout the season.
Yeah, they played a solid game last week, played against rival Minster, who's had a nice season, and able to come away with a nice victory against them. But kind of their season MO has been that consistency, as you said. The next night they go play a pretty good Wapak team, but get beat pretty soundly, and that's really been their issue. But a lot of that injuries, and like you mentioned, they're starting to get some of their strength back and getting some guys healthy, and now's the time to start putting it together, and hopefully for them to be a little more consistent.
Well, like I said, the injuries have been a factor. They're back. Things stay strong now as we near the end of the season, actually. That time of the year is coming up. Bremen looking to build upon that and build some momentum for the end of the year. We flip it over now to New Knoxville, the home team tonight. Winners of just 3 games. They've been very competitive this year, and all 3 of their wins have been at home. So they have that going with them, but they've been competitive, and they played some good teams tough. Just haven't been able to play consistent enough throughout the game, the full quarters, to earn more wins, but they've been very competitive.
Yeah, as you mentioned, they're kind of on a skid right now. They've lost the last 4 in a row, but all of them close. They're in every game they play. Logan Leffel leads them with 17 points, and I think a lot of it's that. They have a couple other guys that score some as well, but they need to get him a little more help to kind of get him over that hump and cut down on some errors late in the game would go a long ways. But they're both nice ball teams, just trying to maybe find their identity a little bit yet. Should be a great game here tonight. 2 old rivalries renewed.
Yeah, like I said, it's a sold-out crowd, so a lot of people here to see these 2 teams compete. We'll take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the opening tip here on NKTelco Sports.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Hi, I'm Bob from the Keyhole, located on 66. We've been family owned and operated for 30 years. Personally, I think we still make the best pizza in the area. I use a special sausage. Cut fresh ingredients, shred cheese every day. We didn't make a pizza to make a profit. We made a pizza the way we wanted to eat it. Stop in, try us out, dine in, or carry out. We also have karaoke every other Saturday.
First starter for New Bremen, number 22, Greg Parker. Number 44, Brandon Heitkamp. #32 is Tate Myers. Eric Bowers wears number 10. And number 14 is Ben Sweeterman, your starters for New Bremen. They are coached by Adam Doherty in his 5th season, assisted by Dane Cook, and the JV coach is Jason Schrader. And now for the home team on the scoreboard tonight, the New Knoxville Rangers. Number 14, Nathan Tinnerman. Number 30, Sam Stone. Number 34 is Zach Newman. Number 5 is Nick Top. And the last starter is number 4, Logan Leffel. The Rangers are coached by Josh Lisi in his first season, assisted by Tim Heitkamp, and the JV coach is Marcus Reinecke. And there are your starting lineups. And before we get to our game, we will go to our keys of the game tonight, brought to you by Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Salina, where the dealer makes the difference.
So first keys for New Bremen. They run a lot like New Knoxville. Outside shooting is a big part of their game. And then consistency. We mentioned earlier they've had a couple good wins lately, getting healthy, getting a little more consistent, put a few more W's in the win column. On the other side, the New Knoxville Rangers lack a lot of height, just like New Bremen. Bremen's a little bit taller, rebounding a big part of that. And I mentioned in the pregame a little bit, turnovers, especially late in the game when the game's on the line, to not get some of those unforced errors.
Thank you, Greg. As we're underway, the first possession, New Knoxville with the opening tip. We'll have it back out of bounds in front of the New Bremen bench. The Rangers in the home white and the red numbers. The New Bremen, the road maroon and gold, or crimson and gold, should say, not maroon, crimson. The road jerseys, and we're underway here. New Bremen opens up. Very aggressive defense right now. Greg, New Knoxville's not been able to right now penetrate. They do finally, and get a nice assist by Nick Top, basket by Sam Stone, and it turned out to be a great possession there for a few seconds. It looked kind of shaky for the offense.
Very patient. As you mentioned, New Bremen will come out and play pretty aggressive man-to-man most of the game. But New Knoxville will give them credit. Good look inside and a quick 2 points for Stone.
New Knoxville right now also playing man-to-man defense as the Cardinals go to work for their first offensive possession. 3-point shot, top of the key, Greg Parker. Nice offensive rebound by the freshman, number 44, Brandon Heitkamp. 6'2" freshman with a big offensive rebound, even his game up early at 2 apiece.
Yeah, that's the presence inside that New Bremen's looking for. Extra hustle play there by Heitkamp. He won't lack that tonight. He works very hard. And as you mentioned, just a freshman.
3-point shot by Nick Top, no good. And Brandon Heitkamp again with a key rebound there. So he's been active on both ends so far for the Cardinals. As we played a minute and a half here again from a sold-out gymnasium, the Barn, at New Knoxville High School. And there is a first turnover of the game committed by the Cardinals, a travel. And New Knoxville will take the ball back.
A good defense in the lane there by the Rangers. Bowers really got him in a place where he didn't have anything to do with the ball. He's trying to dump it off to a teammate. Just a very sound defense by the Rangers.
Logan Leffel brings it up against Greg Parker playing defense, and Leffel nearly loses it, able to eventually draw a foul against Greg Parker. Parker is 5'11" senior, his first foul.
Yeah, a little aggressive play there, right idea. He understands who the shooter is out there. Didn't want to give him a good look, and as you mentioned, first foul of the ball game.
Nick Top, crossover dribble knocked away, and it is stolen. So New Knoxville gives the turnover back following the Cardinals' first turnover. So each team even with one apiece. Just under 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Good help inside. Yeah, good help inside there by New Knoxville, forcing Myers into a tough shot.
Myers had been hurt at the beginning of the season, has come back now in the Bremen lineup. But on the other end, Nate Tinnerman in the basket, number 14, gets around Myers, and Tinnerman scores. He averages just over 6 points a game, entered the starting lineup a couple games ago, and the Southmore's done very nicely for Coach Lisi.
A good push on that possession from the Rangers. Might as well have been a turnover. His shot was off. They were able to outlet it quickly and push it into a basket.
Heitkamp shot no good, rebounded by the Rangers, and another foul. It's going to be number 2 against Greg Parker. So Stan Stone with the rebound, and quickly substitutions for the New Bremen Cardinals. And they will be number 24, Kailyn Reed, and also number 34, Dion Haney. Haney, another one of those players that Greg that missed some time due to injury. So New Bremen basically back finally maybe with a full roster.
Yeah, and that really helps them a lot. They lost 2 guys. Nice look inside.
Logan Leffel the assist. Zach Newman, number 34, the basket. Newman averaging 6.5 points a game.
You know, those 2 subs were key for New Bremen. A couple weeks ago, they didn't have quite that depth, even at the post position. Now you have a post guy needs a breather, and you can bring in Haney.
Soft jumper from the baseline. Kailyn Reed just into the game. Scores on his very first shot opportunity. Tinnerman for 3. Before that, no basket, offensive foul. committed by the Rangers, Nick Top, as he ran over, didn't catch who he ran over.
Eric Bowers, good position inside.
So number 10, Eric Bowers, reading Top very well, stood in his line. So that will nullify a three-point basket the Rangers connected on, and give Bremen a chance here to tie or take the lead.
See Heitkamp and Rose down there. Not Rose, I'm sorry, that's the wrong name. Stone down in there battling hard.
Turnover, Leffel. Nice use of the left hand, protects it from Bowers, and Leffel scores his first bucket. He's a leading scorer for the Rangers.
And you can definitely tell early on the idea for the Rangers, beat that height down the floor, did a nice job of turning that turnover into a quick basket.
Three-point shot left short by Ben Sweeterman, rebounded by the Rangers. Sweeterman nearly caused a turnover, but New Knoxville able to recover. Sweeterman, tough shot inside. Offensive rebound, Newman. He is fouled by Heitkamp, number 44, so Zach Newman will go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
That's the first foul on Heitkamp. The third now for New Bremen.
Newman, just a 55% free throw shooter, buries the first one. We'll take another look at that play on the inside. Just too much body there, somewhat of an easy call.
Yeah, good second effort, and as you mentioned, it says 55% on the free throw, but that first one looked really nice.
Very emotional, energetic player is Newman, and if he can stay out of foul trouble, he can give you some quality minutes. His not really his fault, but his problem has been going against bigger guys, and he plays so aggressive that he's been in foul trouble, and he's fouled out of at least 2 or 3, maybe even 4 games. So important to keep him on the floor. New Knoxville on top, the biggest lead of the game, 10-4. In the ball game for the Rangers, number 10, Dylan Gable. He's a 5'10 senior.
Nice move inside there by Tate Myers, draws the foul. To be against number 34, right on cue there, Jeff. Zach Newman draws the foul, just his first.
So big free throws coming here for Myers, who's played in 4 games. This is his 5th game. Good on the first free throw, averaging 13 points on the season. Leads the Cardinals in that category. 56% free throw shooter on the season. So we've seen 2 55, 56% shooters.
Look pretty good, huh?
Yeah, they look very good. Newman and Myers taking care of business at the 15-foot line. Gable with the basketball. Nearly, good thing he stopped his dribble. Entry pass into Newman, kicked out off his foot. Leffel shot no good, and a strong rebound by Tate Myers. Quickly down the court, New Bremen comes, and going hard to the basket and getting fouled is Kailyn Reed. So Reed's done a nice job, great coming off the bench, got a bucket, now he's gonna get a chance for some free throws.
Foul was on number 10, Dylan Gable, his first. The third now for New Knoxville.
Reed on the season, 8.3 points a game. Shooting a very nice 79%. And as a team, New Bremen shooting just about 54%. So that's been probably an Achilles heel. We're going to have a foul on number 32, Tate Myers. He hooked Newman and just too aggressive. A takedown, and he will pick up the personal foul. So New Bremen 1 of 2 on the free throw. And just 54%. We'll see once you don't close games if that will come back to haunt them.
Their 4th team foul now.
Top in a bind, finds Leffel, good pass across the court to an open Sam Stone, and shot is missed, and a quick whistle, and Newman is going to pick up his 2nd quick foul. So he's going to have a decision for Coach Lisi as his big man has picked up his 2nd, and he will come out. And he is replaced by Jace Cook, number 32, another senior at 6 feet 3 inches. The Rangers tonight playing without Jonah Lageman. He is in street clothes, got injured near the end of the Delphos St. John's game on Friday night. And there's another turnover by the Cardinals, so Lageman had been a starter in every game, handled the ball quite a bit for the Rangers. Had a big game against Delphos, actually had one of his better scoring games, but not playing right now tonight. Cook passing to Sam Stone, his jumper left short, and another good rebound by Tate Myers, keeping it above his head, and Reed will bring it down to court for the Cardinals as we approach the 2-minute mark here of this first 8-minute quarter.
And New Knoxville had a couple really nice looks inside to Stone the last 2 times down. He's unable to convert.
3-point shot by Haney is left short. New Knoxville with a rebound. Leffel nearly could have been called for the personal foul. Instead, it's an assist for Leffel, a 3-point bucket by Nick Top.
I was going to say, you can tell New Bremen's paying special attention to Leffel. He's not had much room to take an outside shot. A good extra pass there by him to get Top the open 3.
3 Rangers in the area of that pass. They knock it away. They create the turnover. Leffel in a bind finds an open player, and Gable under the basket, no good. And Haney secures the rebound for Nick Top. That's just his 4th made 3-point shot of the season, but a big one to give the Rangers a 6-point lead, the biggest so far of the game. Reed, nice move into the paint, I should say, and Kailyn Reed having a real nice quarter.
Yeah, 5 off the bench.
And speaking of 5 off the bench, 5 on the floor, just commits a personal foul. That's going to be 2 fouls on Nick Top, so the Rangers in some serious foul trouble with a couple starters. In this case, Top, both his fouls coming on the offensive player control variety. So he will stay in the game right now as New Knoxville already down 1 player, as I mentioned, with Jonah Lagerman. Going to have to get real creative here.
And you see a couple substitution as Messick comes in the game for the first time for New Bremen, and also coming back in as Heitkamp. So New Bremen getting a little deeper on the inside, but I mentioned before, they haven't gotten a lot down there yet. New Knoxville's done a nice job, and that's what you've seen, right? A lot of forced outside shots.
New Bremen got a couple looks as the first shot by Bowers was errant, and Kailyn Reed came up with the offensive rebound, but he missed a shot. And then the battle of personal foul against the Rangers, and that one against Nate Tinnerman. So Tinnerman picks up his first foul. Top will now come out of the ball game as Sam Stone, number 30, replaces him. I'm waiting to see what who the foul was on. I believe it was on Tinnerman, number 14. It was his first.
You just get the feeling New Bremen's trying to find their offense here, and give New Knoxville credit. They're sagging in the paint. You can see them, right? They're kind of saying, we're not going to give you this. You're going to beat us from the outside. I mean, there's 4 guys there in the paint right now. Nice job by Heitkamp to even get his shot up. You know, you can really tell they're isolating that painted area to force New Bremen to score from the outside.
Jace Cook picks up a foul already. New Knoxville's 7th team foul there. With New Bremen is in the bonus with 20 seconds left in the first quarter. And New Knoxville is, again, with a shortened bench tonight, is working themselves into a huge jam as Heitkamp, the freshman, misses the first free throw. And again, just a 53% shooter on the season. We look to try to get New Bremen their 10th point. He misses both, but New Bremen, good hustle play, another offensive rebound. They've had a couple here in this possession and the possession before. A nice move going to the basket. Eric Bowers, a 5'10 junior, weaves his way into the basket. Leffel with under 5 seconds to go. Pulls up for 2, and that one is off the mark. And that will conclude the first 8-minute quarter here at New Knoxville. It's the Rangers 13, the Cardinals 11. We'll be back with more basketball here on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community. with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Welcome back to New Knoxville. It's a blackout here at the barn. As so far, a good ball game here for a sold-out crowd. As you get a good look at the Bremen crowd as well. New Knoxville on top, Greg, 13-11 after the first 8 minutes.
Yeah, they came out getting some good turnovers early and able to convert those into quick buckets.
The Rangers,
I'm sorry. And then New Bremen able to settle in a little bit, get a couple shots at the basket. But as we mentioned in the pregame, you know, they're really being challenged in the inside, and New Knoxville's making it tough. But you know, Heitkamp, you got to give him credit. He's fighting in there and got one to fall there.
He used quite a bit of the rim, but he gets it to drop. So I believe that's 6 unanswered. Maybe, I'm sorry, 7. I think it was 13.
Yeah, it was 13-6. Yep.
So 7 unanswered. And you mentioned a lot of those points as New Knoxville gets a nice interior pass to Sam Stone, who misses. And New Knoxville unable to score in that possession. Got a good look. New Bremen quickly. And they will draw another Ranger foul. It's 14 for the Cardinals. Ben Switterman is fouled by number 14, Nathan Tinnerman, and that's Tinnerman's second foul. So the foul's definitely an issue, Greg, for the Rangers here in the second quarter.
And you know, defensively, it's almost a flip-flop strategy. You can tell New Bremen's trying to pressure the perimeter a lot because they know that is New Knoxville's best strength with Leffel and Top shooting, especially from the perimeter. And you can tell they've been able to get down in the paint. They just haven't been able to convert some of those open looks.
Free throws missed. Offensive rebound, though, belongs to the Cardinals as Myers is tied up into the ball game for New Knoxville. We talked about bench players, support players into the game now. Sophomore Ben Lammers, who primarily is a JV player. He wears number 22, but due to the injury to Lagerman and the foul trouble for New Knoxville, he's going to be called upon now to support the varsity team. And New Knoxville missed a good chance last possession on a nice drive by Leffel. Just the shot was missed by Stone. And New Knoxville has not scored in a bit. Gable's jumper from the baseline short. Tate Myers, another rebound. He's had a handful already on both ends. A number of defenses, had a couple offensive rebounds. And you mentioned, Greg, New Bremen's offense. A lot of points coming from the paint or from the foul line. They're outside shooting. We've seen a number of air balls, really some shots they missed badly, but they've battled, and a tie-up jump ball will stay with New Bremen. But they've done their damage getting into the interior.
That's right. And it's been tough sledding because they've really had a lot of defenders down there. And a lot of that's been Brandon Heitkamp, who's really just battled and willed himself to the basket. Not to mention Myers has been down there as well, and Haney when he's been in. So all three of them have really made their presence known in the paint.
New Knoxville stays man-to-man defense. They get a breakdown on defense. And there's a whistle, offensive foul against Kailyn Reed. Jace Cook, number 32 for the Rangers. Right place, right time.
Yeah, good position there. Just the first foul. You see the replay there. Good drive by Kailyn Reed. He had a great first quarter, as you mentioned, 5 off the bench. Just a little over-aggressive there, but you'll take that. I mean, it's a good defensive play.
I mean, sometimes you get the block call, and that time it goes against him as Cook nearly travels, but gets it over to Leffel, who's got a couple points. That one all but in. And number 4 can't get his 4th point.
Yeah, that was halfway down, came back out.
And that was even a questionable, maybe a charge call possible there, but nothing called. New Knoxville, 18 fouls. Kailyn Reed, 3-point shot, no good. Logan Leffel with the rebound, and Rangers need to find a bucket here. It's been a while since they've put points on the board.
Yeah, neither of one bucket, I believe, in the second quarter so far. It was 13-11 after one. They've had a lot of activity, but not a whole lot of offense activity.
New Bremen picks up their 6th foul as Haney reports back in for Myers. That New Bremen foul. The 6th, as I mentioned. I'm not real sure who it was called.
Yeah, I wasn't sure who that was on.
New Knoxville gets it in. This is Lammers, goes baseline, pulls up. No good. Cook battles, and he will be fouled. So free throws for the Rangers as they are now in the bonus.
I have a feeling we're going to be saying that a lot here in this quarter. Both teams got a lot of fouls early.
And New Knoxville cannot afford many more. Cook looking for his first free throw of the season, comes up empty. So both teams have left some points here recently on the foul line, and give Bremen a chance to take their first lead of the evening. Reed gets a screen from Heitkamp. Pick and roll not working that time. They go the other side. Strong move into the base, into the paint is Sweeterman. His shot missed. A whistle and a foul. So good hustle play by Dion Haney. Cook too aggressive in there, reaching in, commits the foul. He picks up his second foul. As you get a look at Coach Lisi, his first season as head coach. Spent some years on the JV staff here under Coach Court Flutterjohn. Right now his team is even, but Bremen cannot take the lead. It stays 13 as Haney misses the free throw.
Neither team having a whole lot of offensive flow at this point. And I mentioned earlier, New Knoxville really got a lot of theirs off of the turnovers. They were able to get out on the break before the defense set up. Ever since, they've really struggled to get a good look at the basket.
Dylan Gable three-point shot.
Take the bounce.
Home rim is what it counts as. He got a favorable bounce. Dylan Gable with a much-needed bucket. His second three-point shot of the season made. And New Knoxville with their first points of the second quarter.
And that was almost a, oh, that's not the shot we want kind of possession, and then it fell in. So.
And the defense on this end creates a turnover. And you mentioned in that first quarter, New Knoxville's offense, some of it did come against the turnover. They're going to take a timeout here, so we're going to take a timeout with them. It's a full timeout. It's 16-13 in favor of New Knoxville here on NKTelco Sports.
You owe it to yourself twice a year a checkup at Minster Dental Care. Our specialized doctors, Jim Overman, Jim Myring, Sean Sharp, and Philip Slunkowski, are ready to give you the smile you've always dreamed of at any stage of your life. Pediatric, orthodontic, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry are just a few of the services offered. Our latest advancements include CEREC dentistry that allows us to create and deliver a crown in one convenient visit. We're located on State Route 66 in Minster, 419-628-3380 to schedule your appointment today. You owe it to yourself.
Welcome back to New Knoxville. While I have a moment here, just want to remind everyone of New Knoxville, their last win, their third win of the season was actually their 1,000th win of the school history, and that is special. They're just the third MAC team to earn 1,000 wins. The first one is Delta St. John's and then St. Henry. They're also the 53rd school in the state of Ohio to earn 1,000 wins. In case you're wondering, Canton McKinley leads the list of schools in Ohio with the most high school wins. I think they're around 1,800 plus wins. New Knoxville got their 1,000th against St. Mary's. And a good timeout, maybe not exactly the play they drew up as a field goal missed by Stone, but Jace Cook there for the offensive rebound stick back, and New Knoxville has run off 5 straight. They lead by 5.
Yeah, they kind of did the same thing in the first quarter, right? They got out 13-6, started to build a lead, and then New Bremen seemed to get kind of in a little bit of rhythm inside and crawl back in. This is a big possession.
Open is Myers. He goes strong to the basket. Tough shot as Stone went up to challenge him. No call as Stone tried to stay as vertical as possible, but boy, Myers, that was a tough shot.
That's a solid move in the paint. He really physicaled up. Uses athleticism to just go over the top. You know he's got height and reach over pretty much everybody out here, so when you know that in the back of your head, it makes taking that shot a little easier, but made a very good move in the paint. Nice hands there by New Bremen, but Knoxville got it back.
Good job by Ben Lammers to keep it alive. Hustles on the floor. Still New Knoxville possession. Leffel for 3. Again, not maybe the offensive set you designed, but it ends up with a three-point look, and Logan Leffel hits a three-pointer. That's a third three-pointer New Knoxville's made in the first half.
Yeah, and you kind of been waiting on Leffel. He hasn't had too many looks, and I think that's part of Bremen's plan, but nice play there.
New Knoxville gets burnt as number 32, Tate Myers, finds a nice pass from the top. Not only scores the ball, but gets fouled in the act. So he will go to the line for one shot. And again, a much-needed bucket as it was New Bremen that had been on the scoring drought. After tying it at 13. New Knoxville ran off 8 straight.
And that's the third foul on Jace Cook. And if you're New Bremen, that's the play you want from Tate Myers. 2 back-to-back strong post moves.
And he scored 5 unanswered now for 5 straight points for the Cardinals. Cook with the basketball, also now playing with 3 fouls. Leffel working his way into the paint. Tough shot. Haney doing a nice defensive stand, and New Bremen comes away with the rebound.
Yeah, good recognition by Haney. That's knowing who your opponent is. He knew Leffel was probably going to shoot more than likely in that area.
And had a tough angle to score it, so he forced Logan into shooting a very difficult shot. There's a foul again as Tate Myers earning a lot of respect, a lot of attention from the New Knoxville defense.
The foul was on Ben Lammers, 22.
And it doesn't matter if he was in the act or not. That was a 10th foul. So again, New Knoxville is putting the Bremen in double bonus. Myers connects, and remember, New Knoxville putting the Bremen in the bonus already in the first quarter.
Right. Myers has 8 now, putting together a nice ball game. A lot of those last 3 possessions. New Bremen finding something here, realizing they can pound it into the big fella.
Dylan Gable runs down the defensive rebound, and as we approach the 2-minute mark until halftime, it's a 2-point lead for the Rangers. So New Bremen has responded back. They get a turnover. Reed, been a great asset for the Cardinals off the bench. Gets the easy turnover, now has 7 points, and it's 21 all. A good response by the Cardinals. Another turnover. Cook has it taken away from him, and that goes off of Myers. So Leffel able to hustle back to get a hand on the ball.
And get the turnover. Got the ball back. Knocked it off of Myers' leg.
Minute 35 left.
And that's a great play because that one's going to the hoop. Myers is going to elevate over anybody back there, and Leffel able to reach in there and knock it away.
We have a foul away from the basketball.
I believe that's on Ben Schwedeman.
Also for New Knoxville, Zach Newman is coming back into the game, and he's going to be at the free throw line. The foul is against Myers, 32.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So Tate Myers fouls Zach Newman, who just came in the last dead ball. Newman playing with 2 fouls. Off the mark on that free throw, and another rebound by Myers. He's well on his way to a double-double here almost in the first half.
Yeah.
Minute 20 and counting. New Knoxville drops back to a 2-3 zone defense. Probably trying to protect some players and maybe getting some fouls. Baseline jumper is blocked. Haney's shot is blocked, rebounded by New Knoxville. Leffel's pass sails too high over the outstretched fingertips of Sam Stone. So the turnover will give it back to New Bremen. Good defensive play on this end by Sam Stone with the block and the rebound for the Rangers, but they give it back, and with a minute 6, New Bremen will have another chance to take their first lead of the contest. It was 13-11 at the end of the first quarter.
It's like going into a 2-3 zone here from New Knoxville.
They were in at the last trip. Reed, no good on the three-pointer. Good box out by Ben Lammers. Finds Newman. Maybe the wrong guy at that particular time to get it. Newman gives it right back to Lammers. Final 35 seconds as Schwerdeman applying some pressure against Leffel. There's some contact. Stone not quite ready for it. Lammers' pass is knocked away, and it will go over to New Bremen. So another turnover.
Little bench assistance there as that ball rolled down in New Bremen bench sideline.
A lot of officials sitting on the sideline.
A lot of officials.
These two teams right now, New Bremen 2-3 in league play. New Knoxville looking for the first win. A big game going on tonight with the 2 undefeated teams in the Midwest Athletic Conference, Fort Recovery and Coldwater. At the end of one quarter, it's Fort Recovery 25, Coldwater 22, so an offensive game there. And those two teams battle for first place in the Midwest Athletic Conference. Versailles currently right behind them at 4-1. Versailles lost last week to Fort Recovery in overtime. So Fort Recovery playing some nice basketball.
Last 6 seconds of the half.
The travel is that will give the basketball back to the Cardinals. 3.5 seconds remain. New Knoxville will have chance here.
Indecision there by Haney. Was going to go up to shoot. Realized there was a defender in his way.
Leffel takes a shot, or look at the clock, and will have to get off. Will not count. So after 2 8-minute quarters of action, we have a tie game here at New Knoxville. It's the Rangers 21, the Cardinals 21. We'll take a short break and come back with stats and second half action here on NKTelco Sports.
NKTelco Sports, Ohio's leading sports broadcasting company, is dedicated to sports coverage, filming over 120 collegiate and high school sporting events that bring quality content and excellent sportsmanship to the big screen. Team up with us as an NKTelco sponsor and receive many benefits, commercials that will be seen by thousands of viewers, multiple name mentions, live web ads, monthly bill stuffers, and discounted network ad insertion spots. Packages are available for any budget. Contact us today.
Innovation, it's all around us. NKTelco developed a fiber network in our communities over 10 years ago when the competitors were only thinking about it. Increasing bandwidth to make it convenient for the whole family to enjoy online entertainment and gaming. With our IPTV solution, you can enjoy over 80 HD channels, providing quality TV and movies for the whole family, and even take them on the go with our Watch TV Everywhere app. All this from a company that believes in local customer service from people you know and trust. NKTelco, providing services that bring value to your everyday life.
Visit the Bunker Restaurant at Arrowhead Golf Course and enjoy the relaxing views, amazing sunsets, and cold refreshments from our spacious dining room or patio. We invite you to stop out during the week or on the weekend for our unique Friday and Saturday specials that are hand-picked weekly by our executive chef. Enjoy our unique sauces, hand-breaded specialty meats, locally grown beef and pork, and delicious desserts that will tantalize any taste bud. Dine in or call ahead for larger parties. You'll be surprised what is new at the Bunker.
When you choose Radio Hospital for your wireless needs, you get 13 convenient locations, no waiting and long lines, premier service after the sale, and all the latest technology. With locations in Lima, Findlay, Minster, Kenton, Defiance, Napoleon, Wauseon, Bryan, and Archbold. We are right around the corner from you. Visit us today and experience the Radio Hospital difference. We are simply neighbors serving neighbors, providing a refreshing alternative to high-pressure stores. Radio Hospital is your Verizon Wireless Premium retailer.
What's your life missing? Find out at Elmwood.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Welcome back to Knoxville. It's halftime with our score 21-21. And with our halftime stats, here is Greg Burning.
Thanks, Jeff. It was a solid first half, as we had mentioned. Thought we'd get a good competitive game. And you look at the field goals made there. Not the prettiest thing we've seen before. Three-pointers, really good for New Knoxville. A little rusty for New Bremen. We mentioned the perimeter game. Free throws, 5 of 11 for New Bremen. Got to cash those in. Rebounds pretty close, turnovers pretty close. It's really what we kind of expect. These two teams aren't a lot different. Both rely on some guard play on the outside. I think the biggest difference right now is New Knoxville's knocked down 3 threes. And New Bremen's been able to get it going inside with Tate Myers, Barhorst, and Haney.
Yeah, they've done well getting it inside. And the shooting percentage, because of that, actually increased a little bit. They started off the game really rough. And they're, the free throws, I mentioned that at the beginning of the game, just 55% as a team. They're under 50% now. Those are shots, although they're not easy, but if you can knock them down, they're on top. They haven't led at all. It's been New Knoxville from the tip-off. So should be another good second half here. 2 8-minute quarters left to play. And for New Knoxville, not only the shooting woes or inability to score at times, but we mentioned a few times they've got at least 3 players with 2 fouls. And Cook maybe he already has 3 fouls. So they had to really rotate the bench and bring in some support players and Lammers to fill in, for Logman, who's not here. So a lot of things not working out the way you'd like to maybe play it.
Right.
But they enter now the second half with really Cook with 3 fouls. The other guys with 2 each should be able to play, somewhat worry-free.
You see Greg Parker back on the court for New Bremen. He missed most of the first half in foul trouble for New Bremen. Really the only guy, right? Really the only guy for them got in trouble.
Leffel finds a crease, 10-footer, no good. And rebound belongs to New Bremen. So New Knoxville shot comes up short, and quickly the Cardinals down the court. Myers had a nice first half. Long distance three-point shot, no good. Offensive rebound by Heitkamp, no good. And Leffel with the rebound. So the Cardinals come up empty on 2 tries. Tinnerman is fouled in the act of shooting by Heitkamp. Tinnerman will go to the free throw line.
That'll be the second foul on Heitkamp, the first one of the half against New Bremen.
Tinnerman 51% from the free throw line. He makes the first one. I mentioned earlier that big MAC game with Fort Recovery and Coldwater. Still tied at halftime. Fort Recovery on top 40-38. A high-scoring game at the Palace in Coldwater. Then Tinnerman nails both free throws, and New Knoxville grows the lead to 2. New Knoxville stays in the zone defense. I believe, Greg, that's kind of how they finished the first half.
Right.
In the 2-3 zone. They get the ball down to Myers on the baseline. He's a little strong. Leffel, nice job avoiding the foul, tipping it in the air to himself. A couple rebounds here for Logan Leffel to start the second half. They dump it down just out of the reach of Newman, and the Rangers commit a turnover.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there from New Knoxville.
Tough angle. Didn't maybe have the best angle to throw a pass that hard, but
right.
You want to get in there quick and not let the defense get a chance to deflect it. And the turnover gives it to the Cardinals. They're looking for their first points of the second half. Shot by Heitkamp, no good. Good defense by Newman, avoiding the foul. New Knoxville with the rebound. They've limited New Bremen to just 1 shot on their possessions here in the second half. Top loses his dribble up top. Will find Stone on the left wing, back to Top, who's playing with 2 fouls. He had those 2 offensive fouls in the first half. Two minutes gone in the third quarter. Just 2 points scored. Those belong to the Rangers. Free throws by Nathan Tinnerman. Nice pass. Stone, tough shot, gets it to drop and is fouled. Nice pass. I believe it was from Nick Top. From the top of the key, finds Stone, who connects.
And that's 2 quick fouls on Heitkamp. That's his third. And he's going to check out right now.
Deion Haney in for Heitkamp.
Stone's got a couple nice looks inside in the first half, able to convert that one.
Makes good on his free throw. Hasn't shot many free throws on the season. Nails that one. I believe he's got 5 points.
5 points,
game.
Yep.
So a 5-point lead. 26-21. New Bremen again yet to score here in the third quarter. New Bremen coached by Adam Doherty in his 5th season. New Knoxville coached by Josh Lisi in his 1st as head coach at varsity level. Nice entry pass and a basket by Deion Haney.
Yeah, nice step through by Haney. Got in the teeth of that zone and then took it 1 step further and got the nice bucket off the glass.
So New Bremen gets her first points. It comes nearly 3 minutes into the third quarter. Leffel finds Newman. Muscles it up against Myers, no good, and Deion Haney with the rebound. So Haney scores on one end and pulls down a big rebound here on the defensive end.
Another good look inside there from Leffel. Good pass into Newman, just can't get it to fall.
Kind of went up around Myers, didn't maybe go at Myers. Allowed Myers to kind of dictate what shot to take. Haney has the ball knocked out of his hands by Top. Leffel comes up with the steal. Leffel cut off nicely by Sweeterman, who'll have to kick it out to Tinnerman. There's contact, offensive foul, as Myers, even though he left his feet, I believe, for the most part, went straight up.
Held his ground, that's for sure. I'm not sure it was an offensive foul, but either way.
Contact. And we'll take another look at it here. His arm was a little out.
I would say jump ball maybe I could see, but that seemed like a little bit of an awkward.
Well, there was direct collision head on, so it will be a personal foul against New Knoxville's Nathan Tinnerman, his 3rd. It remains a three-point game for the Rangers. Three-point shot by Parker, no good. Haney with the offensive rebound. Haney with the basket. So Haney's done a nice job in his third quarter coming off the bench.
He's now got 4. Got them all here in the second half.
Another turnover by the Rangers. Top, fortunately, called for a kick violation with the ball, or that was going to be an instant offense. 2 points for New Bremen, so it'll be New Bremen's ball on the sideline.
You know, we've had this same thing the whole game, right? New Knoxville goes up by 6, New Bremen catches up. New Knoxville goes up by 7, New Bremen catches up. They were up by 5 just about a minute ago and played. New Bremen's down by 1.
New Bremen has yet to lead today. This possession, they could be their first if they can get a field goal. Haney's been hot here in the third quarter. Myers cut off, will kick it back out. New Bremen, good ball moving around the perimeter. Parker penetrates, cut off basically by his own man, and he's going to be bailed out.
Yeah, he is. Got the late call there.
Sam Stone commits the foul. Boy, that's Stone. That's just his first foul, so he's about the only Lone Ranger, if you will, with just less than 1 foul, or less, really no foul trouble. So
a good drive in the lane by Parker, but I thought very good help defense by the Rangers, and like you said, the call made very late as he's able to knock down the first one. We're even at 26.
Parker averaging just over 10.5 points a game, hits both free throws. 59% free throw shooter, makes good on both. New Bremen, their first lead of the ball game, 27-26 here in the third quarter.
And the first 2 points for Parker, as I mentioned, he sat most of the first half.
Stone off the glass. Nice move to get the big dribble that got him to the angle, Greg, to kiss it off the glass. Made the shot a little bit easier.
Good look by Stone. He now has 7.
Talked about this, another score besides Leffel, you know, that Stone has picked it up tonight. 3-point shot off the mark. Good job following his own shot as Parker, but it goes off of a Cardinal, out of bounds. So the Bremen will not be able to salvage this possession, and coming back in for New Bremen will be number 24, Kailyn Reed, who had a very nice ball game for the Cardinals. He replaces Eric Bowers. Leffel with the basketball, being guarded by Sweeterman. We'll get a screen up top.
Sweeterman has really hounded Leffel all night.
Top, strong in the basket, no good, and committing a foul is Newman. So that'll be his third foul. Third against the Rangers here in the first half, or second half. 2 minutes, 49 seconds left. And coming in will be Cook. Number 32, Jace Cook. Again, Nate Newman, if there's anything all year, it's been foul trouble. And it is haunting him again tonight. So New Bremen held a brief lead with 2 free throws from Parker in their last possession. Knoxville has since taken it over. 3-point shot, Sweeterman no good, off the mark. And a personal foul against, I believe it's on against New Bremen. Take that back. It'll go against Stone of the Rangers. So Stone will pick up his second foul.
Yeah, that's a tough possession, you know, because both guys are kind of in a spot. Really not the angle for Myers, but he was, you know, jumping up in the air to get the ball.
And they called him on the arms. It's possible that Stone, rebounding, just grabbed the arm of Myers, and nonetheless, Stone his second foul, the 4th Ranger team foul. New Bremen maintains possession. They get a shot, missed, rebounded by Dion Haney. So Haney with the rebound of Parker's shot, offensive putback, second chance points. New Bremen back on top, 29-28. Leffel again, as you mentioned, being guarded by Sweeterman, and Leffel draws the foul against Sweeterman.
And that's just the first foul on Sweeterman for as aggressive as he's been playing out top against Leffel. To that just be his first foul is a lot to be said. He's moved his feet, really worked hard, Usually what you get out of Ben Sweeterman every night. He's a very aggressive defender and just picked up the steal there.
Sweeterman will go coast to coast, and Jace Cook there to try to draw the charge. Not there quite in time. Cook will pick up his 4th foul. And getting the reward for the steal will be Sweeterman. He'll have 2 free throws coming up. Take another look there.
Yeah, good call. Both guys running at the bucket, moving his feet. He missed the beginning part of that, which was a high.
That may have been Cook's 5th foul. First free throw by Ben Sweeterman is up and in. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. It's possible. The board said 32-5.
Okay, I only had him for 4, but that's very possible. We missed one earlier.
Oh, that we never knew who it was.
That's right.
Boy, tough break for the Rangers. Sweeterman misses the 2nd free throw, but chases down his own missed shot. So the 2-point lead for the Cardinals. They have a chance here to make that bigger in this possession. Myers loses the ball. The turnover will give it to the Rangers. Under a minute and a half to go in the 3rd quarter. Leffel finds room, kicks it back to Stone, who gives it back to Logan, and he'll back up, reset the Ranger offense here. Top baseline jumper, in and out, no good. Tipped out by Stone, rebounded by Zach Newman. Logan Leffel buries a 3-point shot. Give credit to Sam Stone. He won't get the offensive rebound, but he kept it alive that Newman could. And Leffel makes him pay with a big 3-point shot.
Yeah, and again, one of the few open looks Leffel had. It comes on a busted possession.
It's twice.
Yep.
Both
he's able to knock it down.
Opportunities. He's got separation on some, let's say, loose ball opportunities. So New Knoxville back up by 1. Kailyn Reed's 3-pointer, no good. Newman with the rebound, nearly loses it, but able to maintain it. As we enter the final half minute of play, Nick Top assist, Nathan Tinnerman basket.
Great cut underneath the bucket by Nathan Tinnerman. Not to get in the way of the penetration, slid underneath, good eyes, good anticipation from Top.
Are you trying to say if you move, you have a better chance to get the ball versus standing still?
Well, it wasn't just that he moved, it's where he went. You know what I mean? He really didn't crowd the area. He got just to a good spot under the bucket to not get in the penetration lane either.
6 seconds left. Nathan Tinnerman, his 3 no good. Rebounded by Haney. His desperation heave will come up short. And we played 3 quarters of basketball here at New Knoxville, where it's the Rangers 33, the Cardinals 30. We'll be back with 4th quarter action here on NKTelco Sports.
Hello? I've been in an accident. My van's not drivable, and I have my kids, and they need to get to school,
Ma'am.
but I can't.
Ma'am, relax. We'll take care of it.
Thank you.
At Sydney Body Car Star, we don't just take care of your vehicle, we take care of you. With Enterprise Rent-A-Car on site, we get you back to your daily routine with minimal interruptions, returning your car and your family back to normal. Sydney Body Car Star. Relax. We'll take it from here.
Our communities are filled with history, culture, and ambition. People who put others first. We are a bank that is defined by what we do, not just who we are. We build relationships. We grow businesses. We support communities. We advise the people that matter most to us, our customers. Stop in at any of our 5 locations, sign up for internet banking, or download our mobile app to better serve you. We can assist you with your next loan, personal accounts, investments, or business needs. Think first. First National Bank. Member FDIC.
Take a drive to the premier Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership at Bud's in Salina. Enjoy our huge inventory, including the Ram 1500, Jeep, and Chrysler Town & Country. Top-rated Ram dealer in the surrounding area. Convenient 6-day service center with Saturday hours, Monday through Thursday until 8 p.m. Bud's has an extensive business link vehicle offering with the Ram ProMaster 4500, 5500 truck series. Stop by Bud's today at Route 127 in Salina.
4th quarter underway. New Bremen's first possession, a miss by Heitkamp, an offensive rebound by Tate Myers. So the strong shot by Heitkamp fell right into the hands of
Kailyn Reed.
Oh, sorry, Kailyn Reed.
You're all right.
Sorry. Good eyes, Greg. Kailyn Reed, again, another bucket as he's played very nicely off the bench. Open look from for Zach Newman. Assist Logan Leffel. Defensive breakdown on the Cardinals. They tried to trap a little bit. Leffel, good heads-up play, finds his classmate for the good easy two-point shot.
Yeah, Leffel doing some nice penetrating and getting his teammates some open looks.
Nearly a turnover. It is a turnover. New Knoxville will get a timeout. Coach Lisi will take a 30-second timeout. They'll give us a chance to go through our sponsors, and they are Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Keyhole Pizza, Carriage Works, Minster Bank, Minster Dental, NKTelco Sports, Arrowhead Golf Course, Radio Hospital, Elmwood Assisted Living, Schwiedeman Pharmacy. Our scoreboard sponsor is First National Bank. Think First. Our replay is brought to you tonight by Sydney Body CarStar. And our keys to the game are brought to you by Bud's Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Salina, where the dealer makes the difference. I want to also remind everyone that tonight Greg and I will be selecting players of the game. That is being brought to you tonight by New Bremen, or the Subway in New Bremen for the New Bremen player, and also Main Street Station. They will sponsor the New Knoxville player, and we have 7 minutes of regular time left, barring an overtime. We have a good game tonight between two teams in front of a sold-out crowd here from New Knoxville. Leffel with a basketball currently now for the Rangers. Another penetrating move, another assist. Basket by Dylan Gable. Leffel's been dynamite, penetrating Greg in addition to open players.
You notice who's not back on the floor defensively for New Bremen? Ben Schwiedeman.
Oh,
who's been guarding him most of the night.
Well, he's waiting to come back
That's
in.
right. Last two possessions, and he's gotten right to the bucket.
And Schwiedeman gets a break in the meantime, though. Leffel's able to penetrate and find another player. Leffel's been finding some open players underneath, and New Bremen will take a timeout. There'll be another 30-second timeout. And we will keep it right here for one more 30-second timeout. Again, tonight, the Bremen Cardinals coming in with a record of 2 wins and 3 losses in league play. They're 2-12 overall. Their 2 league wins have come against Parkway and most recently a Minster win. New Knoxville looking for that first MAC win, Greg. 0-4 overall, 3-9. I should say overall 0-4 in the league, but all 3 wins have come at home.
Yeah, as you mentioned earlier, they're a nice ball team. They do a lot of good things. But when a game gets to the end of the crucial points, you got to start making plays. And I think a lot of teams realize that Logan Leffel is going to shoot the ball a lot, and so they clamp down on that. And Knoxville in a good position here so far tonight, up by 5. Let's see if they can close out.
Well, Bremen goes to work. Tough shot by Tate Myers. He will not come up with his own rebound, so defensive board for the Rangers. They'll look to grow the 5-point lead as we go under the 6-minute mark of the 4th quarter. New Bremen has won the past 5 meetings between these two teams. Zach Newman scores. This time it's Nick Top who drew the defense to him, and an excellent bounce pass. Boy, I think all these assists we've been seeing lately have come off of or via the bounce pass, Greg.
That's right. A lot of dribble penetration the last couple of possessions from New Knoxville. New Bremen side, we talked about New Knoxville with their record. New Bremen in the same situation. You got to get to the end of the game, and they're in a spot here down 7. They need to start getting some offense going and responding to New Knoxville.
Boy, New Knoxville has made hay. Another bounce pass, another bucket on a penetrating move. And
that's right. They're really broken plays. As coach calls a timeout, they're broken plays that they're driving to the bucket. The big men are getting open and they're finishing. So we'll take a quick break. You're watching high school boys basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Hi, I'm Bob from the Keyhole, located on 66. We've been family owned and operated for 30 years. Personally, I think we still make the best pizza in the area. I use a special sausage. Cut fresh ingredients, shred cheese every day. We didn't make a pizza to make a profit. We made a pizza the way we wanted to eat it. Stop in, try us out, dine in, or carry out. We also have karaoke every other Saturday.
Back to New Knoxville. 5 minutes, 4 seconds. New Knoxville, the biggest lead of the game, and a pretty critical point of the game. Late in the game with 9-point lead. The Bremen timeout. They're going to have to get their offense back on track and maybe think about playing better defense when New Knoxville penetrates on the other end.
Yeah, they've struggled from the field as of late.
Eric Bowers goes hard to the bucket. Trying to take the charge was Tinnerman. He has called for the blocking foul, so Bowers will try to end the New Bremen scoring drought or put some points on board with the clock stopped. Bowers averaging just over 4 points a game on the year, shooting the free throws pretty well at 74%. Actually very well for a team that shoots right around 54, so he's one of the better free throw shooters. As Tinnerman will sit down, Sam Stone in for Tinnerman. 8-point lead, and I'm curious to see what's here when New Knoxville gets the ball back. If New Bremen's can kind of stop that dribble drive penetration, and what's resulted in some very high percentage shots for the Rangers, and they've capitalized. They haven't missed many when they've got that nice pass inside. Boy, nice screen by Newman. He goes up and gets it to drop. Assist Nick Top. Bucket Zach Newman. Solid screen.
It was a replay, right? Same thing. Breakdown in the paint. The big men for New Knoxville keep moving, and they've gotten to the open spot, and the guards have delivered. And they finished like the last 5 possessions in a row.
Sweeterman, big 3-point
big
bucket.
Shot.
Although that time when Newman did get the ball, it was a quality shot as far as he was defended, albeit he got it in there, but New Bremen had his best defensive pressure they could. Newman just flat out hit the shot. So it was a 6-point game following the Ben Sweeterman 3-point bucket.
That's
4 minutes left.
First 3 they've made tonight too. Big one for New Bremen. And they almost come up with a turnover. It's going to stay with New Knoxville.
New Bremen's 3-point shooting percentage on the season just 24%, so they don't connect a lot, and as you said, just their first made a shot 3-point style tonight. Leffel into the traffic again, kicks it back out. New Knoxville in no hurry. They continue to work the interior. Sam Stone, an assist. Zach Newman, a bucket again, and give credit to Newman for getting the good angle, using his body, and
he's got 14. He's had a very nice ball game.
He's probably only played 14 minutes. He has sat the bench with some foul trouble. New Knoxville can ill afford to lose him to foul difficulties, as a 3-point shot by Sweeterman on the other side rattles out. So 3:15 left. New Knoxville's 8-point lead. And again, it's Sweeterman whose assignment is to guard Leffel. And Sweeterman trying to draw the charge, just too much body contact. So the fourth
he's getting
foul.
a little warning there right now from the official because he didn't really like the call. Good on his part to go away, but a nice job by the official to go over and just kind of say, hey, you know what? The call was made.
Maybe a better job by his teammate covering
That's
his
right.
mouth.
That's right.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Sweeterman has played hard tonight, and he's got the tough task of usually probably guarding the team's best scorer.
Yeah, but you know what? He just got a turnover there because he forced Leffel into a tough pass, threw it out of bounds. So in a way, that little outburst, if you will, wasn't much of an outburst because he's usually pretty cool-tempered. Turned it over, but New Bremen's still the biggest issue has been their offense. They got to get a couple buckets here, and they haven't been able to do that consistently tonight.
Myers bangs into the middle and gets it to drop. Used all 4 sides of the circle, plus the bank board.
Now in double digits with 10. He had 8, if you remember, right away in the first half. That's the first basket he's scored since.
Again, Sweeterman, as much defense he's been applying on Leffel, as it's a secondary row that's kind of let the Cardinals down. Boy, they're all out on ball pressure right now. Stone, he doesn't get the same break that Myers got on the other end, as it travels 360 and rolls out. So big break for the Cardinals. They trail by 6. as we approach the final 120 seconds. And they threw it to the cheerleader.
I think it was tipped out of bounds.
Okay, thank you. I thought she was open.
She's very open. A lot of open space on that far baseline. Nobody guarding down there.
It'd be nice if you throw it off the wall to your post player.
I've seen that happen.
That'd be a whole legally, and they didn't call it. No, that
boy,
breakdown. Deion Haney, good cut by Haney, and Haney's been a good key for the Cardinals off the bench as well. Another entry pass inside. Gable with the bucket. Leffel with the assist. Timeout called by New Knoxville. It's a full timeout. We'll take a full timeout with them. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We are certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Welcome back to New Knoxville. Jeff Henson alongside me tonight is Greg Burning, and a good MAC battle tonight between the Rangers and the Cardinals. Right now it's New Knoxville up by 6. And the Bremen, as you mentioned, needs to find some offensive rhythm and find it quickly.
Yeah, time running out on here, trailing by 6. They need to get a quick look, and not importantly, just the look. They need to score.
They get a big jump stop in the paint by Parker. It does not drop. Loose ball belongs to Haney. Myers is fouled. So second chance points as Parker got a nice jump stop there in the paint, but couldn't get his jump shot to fall.
What a great look inside by Haney to have the presence to dump it off to his teammate. He could have taken that shot up, but his teammate had a better look, being Myers, so he'll shoot 2.
Myers good on the first free throw. New Knoxville foul goes against Nick Top, his third. Minute 26 left. Big free throws here for the Cardinals, not only to put points on the board, but do it with the clock stopped. Myers good on both. And coming in for the Cardinals will be number 40. Greg, you have to help me out here, not on my varsity roster. He's in here probably for some defensive pressure. Leffel cut off at the last moment by Haney. And New Knoxville will take a 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it right here. I'll go through our sponsors again. And they are Sweeterman Pharmacy, Elmwood Assisted Living, Arrowhead Golf Course, Minster Dental, Minster Bank, CarriageWorks, Keyhole Pizza, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, and our scoreboard sponsor tonight is First National Bank Think First. Our replays are brought to you by City Body Car Star, and our keys of the game are brought to you by Budge Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Salina, where the dealer makes a difference. I'd like to thank you for all these fine sponsors. Allow us to bring you this, and this is Midwest Athletic Conference basketball here on NKTelco Sports. And a game that is also going on tonight, we've talked about a few times, between Fort Recovery and Coldwater. After 3 quarters of basketball, Coldwater has taken a 5-point lead, 60-55. That game will probably not be over by the time we're done here, but a good one going on at Coldwater for the first place on the MAC at stake. And there's a personal foul against Ben Sweeterman, and pretty sure number 40 for the Cardinals is Caleb Alleg. He's a sophomore, but getting some varsity action right now. And just a 15 foul, Greg, against New Bremen, so they still have another foul to give or to create before they'll force New Knoxville on the free throw line.
And then New Bremen not wanting to get Myers in foul trouble, obviously took him out on that last possession for this. And trying to come up with a turnover.
Up top right now. Knoxville in delay mode, forcing New Bremen to defend with a 4-point lead. New Bremen, even if they foul, New Knoxville won't be in the bonus yet. There is
a lot of time run off there. Kind of surprised New Bremen waited that long. You're still trailing by 4. There's only 37 seconds left, and you got to foul again here yet, or get a quick steal.
37.4 left. Now New Knoxville will be in the bonus on the next New Bremen foul. And it instantly, Suderman fouls Leffel.
Kind of surprised they didn't do that. You know what I mean? You could have ran 4 seconds off the clock, got 2 fouls pretty fast, and still have probably close to a minute.
Well, if you look at it, though, they almost forced some turnovers a couple times, so it's one of those things.
Right.
When do you want to start the free throw clinic? And they're going to send Logan Leffel to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Leffel, the leading scorer for the Rangers at 17 a game.
And he's also an 81% free throw shooter.
Very good free throw shooter on the season. Maybe he hasn't scored his average tonight, but boy, he's been part of he's been a lot of assists. He's helped out, gets 2 points there. 6-point New Knoxville lead with under 35 seconds to go. New Bremen will need to score and score quickly. Kicked by Leffel to be Bremen basketball now on the baseline. 29.2 left. New Knoxville trying to stop not only a losing streak on the season of 4 games, but also a 5-game losing streak to the New Bremen Cardinals. Parker, 3-pointer off the iron. Tinnerman with the strong rebound. He is fouled. So big free throws again coming up for the Rangers. These two could really make it difficult for the Cardinals. Again, in case you missed it, this is a sold-out gymnasium tonight. The barn is packed with fans. It's been a good environment.
Jeff, that was the 5th foul on Ben Sweeterman, so he'll exit.
Wasted, as you kind of mentioned, it seemed like a lot of time to commit the foul, and then when they do, they immediately foul Leffel, who's an 81% shooter, with a guy in Sweeterman that had some foul difficulties, and Tinnerman's shot is short. Parker quickly down the court for New Bremen. He will go right to the basket, leave it short, tip, and basket by Sweeterman, or Eric Bowers, as Myers' tip was short. So a full timeout with 12.6. We'll take a quick timeout and be right back with the final 12 seconds here on NKTelco Sports.
You owe it to yourself twice a year a checkup at Minster Dental Care. Our specialized doctors, Jim Overman, Jim Myring, Sean Sharp, and Philip Slunkowski, are ready to give you the smile you've always dreamed of at any stage of your life. Pediatric, orthodontic, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry are just a few of the services offered. Our latest advancements include CEREC dentistry that allows us to create and deliver a crown in one convenient visit. We're located on State Route 66 in Minster, 419-628-3380 to schedule your appointment today. You owe it to yourself.
NKTelco Sports, Ohio's leading sports broadcasting company, is dedicated to sports coverage, filming over 120 collegiate and high school sporting events that bring quality content and excellent sportsmanship to the big screen. Team up with us as an NKTelco sponsor and receive many benefits: commercials that will be seen by thousands of viewers, multiple name mentions, live web ads, monthly bill stuffers, and discounted network ad insertion spots. Packages are available for any budget. Contact us today.
Welcome back to New Knoxville. 12 seconds remain. New Knoxville with the basketball. And Bremen's going to need to get a quick steal and or foul. Well, New Knoxville got it into the hands of probably the guy they wanted in Leffel. And New Bremen has to foul quickly. They do. New Knoxville missed their last free throw. And this again is a 1-and-1. That's a 19 foul for New Bremen, or for New Knoxville, against New Bremen. So I'll say it right one of these times. Short by Leffel. Rebounded by the Cardinals. Haney with the basketball. Time running out. Parker for 3. He got it. And a quick timeout with 2.2 seconds left. So we'll keep it right here. The score now, New Knoxville 49. The Cardinals, New Bremen 48. And a 3-pointer
by Greg Parker.
Big shot. Greg is New Knoxville's left the door open and missed the front end of two 1-and-1 free throws. So New Bremen has got to get a quick steal, or if nothing else, a quick foul, but a good comeback by the Cardinals who are never giving up.
And this is one of those situations where you can't lose any time, right? I mean, chances of getting an inbounds play are not great. So you either have to plan for that right now or foul before it even comes in, which is even harder, right? Because you don't want to commit an intentional foul, but you don't want any of that time to go off. 2.2 is not much as it is. You almost want to take your chances and shoot the free throws.
And they do have each team does have a timeout left. So if they would get a foul, and Knoxville would make free throws, they could inbounds or pass and call timeout. So final 2.2 left. Boy, again, Leffel, he's on valuable
wide
time.
Open. Yeah, that's the one guy you think you can't lose, right? I mean, they've been throwing it to him the whole night, and they did just that, and it cost them because now there's only half a second left.
We'll have to see if he had a good screen, but, he used his quickness to get away from the defender. And fortunately for the Rangers, they were able to get to Leffel, who ran some valuable time off. 2 shots for Logan Leffel. First one is good. Now, if he makes it, New Bremen still has a timeout left. They could throw it down the court and get a quick timeout with probably 4/10 left. Or does Leffel?
No, you'll never get it that far, though, right?
Well, they can do it right here. They can throw it in the air. They will take their final timeout. We'll take a quick timeout and come right back with the final 0.6 of a second here from NKTelco Sports.
NKTelco is your hometown provider. We are Northwest Ohio's leading independent broadband company that brings fiber to your home. Larger competitors talk about it, but we've been delivering our fiber network for over 10 years, guaranteeing more bandwidth and services, over 80 HD channels, Echo whole home DVR, interactive channel guides, in-demand, internet-based phone systems, and local news and sports channels. Innovative, futuristic, and cost-effective.
3-point game here in New Knoxville. Just 0.6 of a second. Boy, go back, Greg, to when the Rangers were able to get the inbounds pass to Leffel, who ran off about 1.5 seconds or so, or nearly 2 seconds, and really not give the Cardinals much opportunity here. They're going to have the ball down here into New Knoxville's basket. They've got 84 feet to go.
You've about got to be running some screens at the far 3-point line to try to get a guy like Greg Parker or Kailyn Reed open so they can catch it and try to get a quick shot. I don't know if you have time to throw it in, like you said, and get a timeout. But
not anymore. They're out of time.
We'll find out. Yeah, I think you got to get a screen, catch, and shoot.
Well, he has a baseline to run. He will run it. Haney at the buzzer. It's off the mark. That's your ball game. New Knoxville 51, New Bremen 48. A good battle between these two local teams, and the victory belongs to the Rangers. Their 4th win of the season and their first league victory on the campaign. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll wrap things up here from the barn here on NKTelco Sports.
There is no feeling like the one I get when the starter calls my name. Stepping onto the tee box, shaking off the tension of life while teeing up the first drive of the round. Standing there, staring down the pin from 300 yards, everything fades away. Just me, a club, a ball, and 18 holes to push myself to my next best score. Man, I love this game.
Independence is something you can easily take for granted. For the elderly and disabled, independence can be especially challenging and require more thought and planning. As a caregiver or family member, how do you keep a loved one active, independent, and safe? Radio Hospital has a solution to provide users and their families with security and convenience both inside the home as well as out and about with the press of a single button. Whether you need assistance for yourself or a loved one, visit your nearest Radio Hospital location.
My name is John Kramer. I am 90 years old. I've decided that it was time for me to go to assisted living. I lived by myself for 14 years. I knew I was getting older and life was harder to live. I fell down a couple times at home. I decided that Elmwood was the place for me to go. It's like a family in there. Choose Elmwood. I believe it.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Welcome back to New Knoxville. There we are. Where the Rangers have come back to win a very difficult ball game, or a very tough ball game tonight. These two teams battled hard, 51-48. For their game stats, here is Greg Burney.
Thanks, Jeff. Definitely got the ball game we thought we would see tonight. Good battle. Usually when these two get together, it is. Battle-wise, it was great. Shooting-wise, not so much. Both these teams really struggled from the field, as you see. The shooting there in New Bremen, just 2 of 14 from threes. Mentioned it in the pregame. That was a big key for them. They like to shoot the ball from the outside, which is fine, but when you don't go down, your team's going to struggle. Didn't do too bad at the free throw line. And New Knoxville, 4 of 6 from threes. Really was the key, but I think the big part was that fourth quarter, they really started to break it down offensively. New Knoxville did get in the paint and dump it off, and the big guys started to finish. It was there a lot earlier, but they weren't finishing.
Correct.
And as the game went on, Newman had a nice game. He got some inside. What's the other guys? Stone got a couple inside there. You know, they really divvied it up, and they started to finish. And that's what won them the ball game. They really pulled away there at the end and able to come out with a victory by 3.
And you mentioned they got that dribble drive penetration where they could dish and score. But New Bremen battled back. I mean, they were down by 8, and they ended up with a last-second desperation shot to try to tie it. So give the Cardinals credit. Again, They battled back, and the outside shooting maybe didn't come down like you mentioned, but they hung in there. And for New Knoxville, big win, another home win. That's all 4 of their victories this year have come here at the friendly confines of New Knoxville. And the Cardinals will suffer their 13th defeat with just the 2 wins. But a good ball game to watch. We hope that you enjoyed it, and we're going to go ahead and hand out our post-game awards. First, we'll go for the New Bremen player. That award being brought to you by Subway, and that award goes to
Tate Myers, who had a very good ball game, had an excellent first half, got 8 points on some really good feeds inside from his teammates, made some nice buckets, did an excellent job on the glass all night long. We don't keep individual rebounds, but he had to be close to 10, and just did a very solid ball game all night.
Shot the ball well from the free throw line as well. Thank you, Subway. And then for New Knoxville, the player of the game belongs to
Zach Newman. That's who we just mentioned a little bit ago. He had a pretty good ball game throughout. Jeff mentioned earlier how if he stays out of foul trouble, he's a solid player. He showed it tonight. He got some great looks inside in the second half and finished. And really, it was a lot of the reason New Knoxville was able to come up with a victory late in the ball game, because we mentioned don't turn the ball over late. They did not. And then he got some good looks inside and were able to finish with some timely free throws down the stretch.
Yeah, made the critical plays, as you mentioned. Newman, the recipient of some good passing, both by Logan Luffel, had a number of assists. Nick Topp was in there as well. Just a couple of the Rangers that helped get that ball inside. And Newman, a lot of times, the recipient, and he finished and played not a lot of minutes, but when he was in, he made himself known. So congratulations. Again, that award brought to you by Main Street Station. I'd like to thank our crew tonight, on our camera people tonight. Tracy Luck was at half court. We had Bryce Hamrick and Andy Bundy on the floor. Our production crew tonight consisted of John Quahorst and Daniel Allen. And for my partner tonight, Greg Burney, and I'm Jeff Henshin. We hope that you enjoyed this telecast here on NKTelco Sports. Once again, your final score, New Knoxville 51, New Bremen 48. Thanks for watching.